121, get it a lot.
It's YBS Tris, and we do not miss when it comes to these hits. I be pushing the whip. It's really a scat ahead of.
Nigga, you was a cool ass white boy. You probably don't got a racist bone in your body. Nigga, you was a cool ass white boy. Earlier you was bumping your Gotti. I mean, nigga, you was a cool ass white boy. All the stereotypes, he be superseding. Nigga, you was a cool ass white boy. I went to your house and the food was stinking. Nigga, you was a cool ass white boy.
that shit gonna make me laugh. No matter how many times I listen to that shit. Nigga, you was a cool ass white boy. The food seasoned. Like a racist nigga can't have salt and pepper.
Man, that's the reason. It only be salt. That'd be the issue.
All right, what's up, y'all? It is Rappers War. I am Tyon.
You know, Tristan right here.
Yeah, and we are here with our first ever episode of Rappers War. To give it a take. Give or take a try a long time ago. But first ever episode of Rappers War. And what we going to do today? Let us know, Tris.
Yeah, so basically, we're going to start off hot with our top 50 hip-hop songs of all time, Rappers War. So,
okay.
Give it to y'all straight like that.
All right, so I'll get into because every list, like when you see a list, whether it be a YouTube or fucking a Complex or Rolling Stone or any magazine, whoever does a list of hip-hop, sports, whatever, they got a criteria. It's not just your favorite, because that's a different list. So Our criteria was impact and influence. They go hand in hand, but they're different. So impact is like, what did that song do to hip hop as a genre? Like, what did it do to the world even? The influence, same thing. Like, what changed after that song came out? We're also going to talk about the popularity. So if a song is really freaking good, but only a certain amount of people heard it, it doesn't make this list because this is about the top. To be top, you got to be popular. And then you also got to have skill level. You don't want to have songs in here that you don't think is good. Now, there are some songs that don't take as much skill level as others on the list, but that varies. And also, skill is subjective. So it is our list at the end of the day. If you don't like it, that's your problem. But always open for discussion. So how you want to reveal it? Do you want to reveal it like 50-1, give a little spiel on each song? I think we should go 50. I think we should go 50, 40, then 40, then 39, just to get break it up and talk about each section.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. All right. I got to pull it up right now. We put this in an Apple Music playlist, so that's how we're reading it right now. We're going to end up putting it on a sheet and then putting it out there to the world. But let's get straight into it. Not let the people wait. All right, so first.
The number one song? Nah. First,
the number 50 song is Crank That, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, tell him crank that. We'll talk about that in a second. Number 49 is All I Do Is Win, featuring DJ Khaled, featuring T-Pain, Ludacris, Snoop Dogg, and Rick Ross. Then we got 48, we got Missy Elliott, Work It. At 47, we got Slick Rick, Children's Story. At 46, we got Fucking Problems, A$AP Rocky featuring Drake, 2 Chainz, and Kendrick Lamar. Then we got Lifestyle, Rich Gang with Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan. At 46, let me make sure. Yeah. No, that's at 45. At 44, we got Freestyle by Lil Baby. At 43, we got Fuck Up Some Commas Future. At 42, we got Still Tippin', Mike Jones. And then I gotta move this up. God damn. At 41, we got Ambition as a Rider, Tupac. And at 40, we got 93 Till Infinity, Souls of Mischief. So we'll stop right there to get into this discussion. So, Tris, why is Crank That the 50 song, the number 50 song?
All right. Basically, we young. Tyon 22, about to be 23, soon. But we young, you know what I'm saying? We in the 2000s era. So we feel like in that era, the social media era, what was that, 2008, 9? You know what I'm saying? Like, he had one of the first songs on YouTube. We feel like that's the least song, like that song could be in there because it kind of sparked that whole, you know what I'm saying, being on YouTube music videos, being young, you know what I'm saying, kind of flashy, just different, you know, there's still that baggy, you know, clothes era. So it's
Baggy
like, I mean, you
clothes,
know, it's
big
only like the whole
sunglasses.
movement, you know, he had a whole little dance, he was young, he was just living life. So for our era, especially, like, that's what y'all got to keep in mind too with this list. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're 23 and younger, you know, so.
Yeah, like I was born in 2000, Tris born in 2002. So we bring a younger mind into it, but that does not mean we don't have songs as you've seen in the list. Like we got songs like Children's Story with Slick Rick. So let's just go through it a little bit quick. So Crank That, it's influential, it's impactful. It takes skill to make a dance song into a song people like, because people make dance songs all the time, but everybody not gonna be remembering like people remember a lot of dance songs. Let me rephrase it, but every dance song don't have longevity like a Crank That did, or it don't change the game. Like I think it had well over 1 million ringtone downloads. That was a whole new thing in the time. So like that was big. All I Do Is Win was more to me like a skill level, and then also giving DJ Khaled a nod because of how big he has been in the past 15 years. So Missy Elliott, Work It, got to get the females in there. Slick Rick Children's Story. I think we should spend time on Slick Rick Children's Story real quick, just because for the young people who watch this, they be like, "What is Slick Rick Children's Story?" Or even if you do know it, you like that top 50 hip hop song of all time. I think it's a representation. That's a spot where you could maybe pick another person, but I feel like it's one of his best songs, and it's also a song people loved by him. And he was one of rap's first real true storytellers, which is a big part of hip hop. And that was influential and impactful to go along. Like if you a King Von, you don't get that if you don't get Slick Rick. So
yeah, and I mean, if I knew about it, then like you know what I'm saying, that song back then, like my mama loved it. You know, my dad played it, so it's just like it's obviously a big song and you know important at that.
I like this run that we go on where it go fucking problems, lifestyle, freestyle, fucking some commas. Like that is all within like a 7-year window of like hits that was street. Yeah, that was street hits, club hits from Atlanta because Atlanta been running the game for so long. Yeah. And fucking problems was like the introduction. Like, okay, this is a rookie. It was like a rookie class. Like all the top guys is gonna be the top guys from here on out. Lifestyle was Atlanta reintroduction with Birdman and Rich Gang. So I think all those are like really memorable songs. To finish out this section, we got Still Tipping and Bitchin' as a Rider, 9-3 to Infinity. I feel like those songs really can go without mentioning, unless you got something to say about it.
Nah, I don't really got much. I mean, you know, that's that Mike Jones and the, you know, Still Tipping, that's like Houston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, that's the nod to that, just to show love, because they definitely have an impact as well, you know, and other two, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into 39 into 30. Okay, so 39 is Cameron and Jules Santana, Oh Boy. 38 is A Tribe Called Quest featuring Busta Rhymes, Dinko D, and Charlie Brown, The Scenario. Then it's Chief Keef Love Sosa at 38. No, 37. Then we got Cardi B, Bodak Yellow at 36. We got The Clips with Grindin', you know, Pusha T's group. And his brother, Malice. Then we got 35, Kendrick Lamar, Money Trees with J-Rock. We got 34, 50 Cent in the Club. We got 33, Migos, Bad and Bougie. We got 32, Kanye West, Monster with Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and Bon Iver. We got 32, Dear Mama, Tupac. And then 30, Headlines, Drake. Okay, so let me make sure real quick that I got all that correct.
Yeah.
You speak about some. Okay, Dear Mama's 31. Bet. Yeah. Okay, so 31 is Dear Mama, and then in Headlines, Drake is 30. So let's speak on that group.
All right. I just want to say, you know, start out with 39, Oh Boy. You know, it's just like New York classic, like the sample. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the most skillful rap, which is, you know, wise.
It's shots for lobsters, some mobsters. It's flow is a talent. It's a skill.
For sure. It's just like, you know, that I feel like the biggest thing about that for me is like the sample and just like that era, like how he was. That was a whole wave for him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That whole like that's the time we talked about it before. I was just like, a new rapper here in the scene, but hot. Like in that era, New York just like, you know what I'm saying?
I couldn't resist. I actually mistakenly played it.
My birthday, though.
What? That's a whole separate conversation. How do you? I feel like that. The Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday.
Of course, Stevie Wonder.
And then the original are the only 3 people would even think about playing.
The original.
I don't even know what the original is. The original could be fucking anybody. You can tell me fucking Billie Holiday sung the original. I don't know. Where we at? What else is in here that needs to be talked about? Bodak Yellow. Love Sosa.
I mean, you know.
Let's talk about the 3 that we talked about when we was making the list. Okay, so Bad and Bougie, Migos and Uzi, Bodak Yellow, Love Sosa. Those 3 are also very modern songs and modern contemporary songs that changed the game in all different capacities. Love Sosa, the introduction to drill rap, Chicago drill, which led us to people that we hear today like Dirk, G Herbo, all those guys, Round of Number 9, like all those guys that was in that Chicago era that brought a whole new wave. And now we got UK drill, New York drill, and all that stems from the Chicago shit. And Chief Keef was the leader of that. I'm not even the biggest Chief Keef fan. We can get into that when we go deeper into this podcast that we're going to be doing. But Love Sosa is definitely a hit. One of the biggest songs to come out in the past 15 years. I think it's the top 50 song of all time, and that's representation. Now, with Bodak Yellow, obviously Nicki Minaj, to our era, is the biggest female rapper ever. And there's been a bunch of females before her that were very big. But for this era that's kind of being ran by women, whether you got a Lotto or Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, Flo Milli, Doja Cat, you know, like you can just for a time period like from the 2000s to 2015, you really didn't. Besides Nicki Minaj, you ain't get a lot of women on anything, especially anything that mattered. So for Bodak Yellow to come out, for a girl that was in the strip club, then on reality TV, and to become the biggest pop star in the world, I think it's a no-brainer.
That's hard.
And then lastly, Bad and Bougie with Uzi, like bringing trap to the mainstream. Migos on late night on SNL doing trap songs, like
headlining Coachella.
A classic album in culture, changed the game literally and figuratively. I just think that Bad and Bougie is also a great song too, but is an introduction to our era, like the last little bit of the era. I think that's like a big part of it. So, What else you want to talk about in that group?
Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we can touch on. Headlines is 30, right?
Yeah.
It was so difficult finding the song for Drake because it's like, you know, it was like his best. I mean, you know, hip hop ain't all about, you know, just like rapping and how skillful that part is, but it's just like, I don't even think Headlines is really like, you know what I'm saying, his best rapping song. And, you know, people be trying to play him on that, and it's like, it's just funny. Headlines is the song we chose to go with, but it's like, you know, that's a song like everybody knows, I feel like, because I heard, like, that's the one song, like, since I've been out here in Colorado, even, just be like, if you play Drake, like, put on Headlines, it's like, that song still got that buzz.
Headlines actually is top 30. It's number 29.
I swear. We can't count.
I can't. It's a lot. Like, I'm on a Chromebook. Apple is working terribly on here. So it's low and slow, and I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, Headlines is 29. All right. Okay, so I messed up the next grouping, but it's fine. We're going to just go from here.
I can roll with it. So 29 to 20.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You read that one off. Maybe let's get a better comment. 29 and 20. Yeah.
Yeah. 29 is Headlines by Drake. You know. 28 All of the Lights by Kanye West. 27 Forgot About Dre by Dr. Dre featuring Eminem. Already lost count. 26 Dead Presidents by Jay-Z. Dead Presidents 2 to be specific. 25 DMX Rough Riders Anthem. 24 Kendrick Lamar All Right. 23 Nicki Minaj Mama for Life featuring Drake. 22 J. Cole No Role Models. 21 Outkast Miss Jackson.
You want to say that? We can say the top 20. We can say the top 20.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so let's get into this group because I think once we get to 20, we can really get into the nigga thing. So, okay, so from 29 to 21.
So headlines to Miss Jackson.
Okay, headlines to Miss Jackson. All right, sorry y'all, working with what we got. All right, so headlines, like we just talked about it a lot. You know who Drake is. That's just that. We can talk about a lot of people that DMX, rest in peace. One of the biggest rappers for not the biggest amount of time, but for the time he was around, he was competing with Jay-Z. Dropped 2 albums and they both went number one. Both in the same year. Like his impact is his impact is unquestioned. I think this is the last time we see Kendrick and Nicki and Drake and J. Cole for the rest of the list. And so those are all the leaders of our generation. Those are the biggest and best rappers of our generation. So J. Cole, No Role Models, I don't care what no old heads say. That Forest Hills Drive is my favorite album of all time and one of the best albums, period, to me. Yeah. But it put him in a different category, and it cements what a lot of people in our generation go through. So I think that's a very big and important song. Miss Jackson is Outkast, like, what can you even say? and for I feel like a lot of young people ain't gonna really like vibe or know Dead Presidents. Let's just play a second of Dead Presidents. While I'm trying to get that queued up, you talk about probably All of the Lights.
All of the lights. Exceptional production. That's probably, I heard people say that's like, the what is it?
You can keep talking.
Yeah, but like just how All of the Lights, that's exceptional production. A lot of people say like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye albums, as hip hop albums. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he put a lot of work into that album. That song, I heard that song with a lot of like montages, commercials, like NBA commercials, definitely. So it's like it's up there. Great rapping, it's just emotional a little bit. So yeah, for sure. You should touch on Moment for Life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I feel like people
gonna be like, why that song?
Because that's high for a Nicki song. It's one of the, but it's not just a Nicki song from one guy, Drake, one the biggest rapper of our generation. Yeah.
Basically,
to me, this song was like a moment, quote unquote, as corny as that was. Like having Young Money, like Young Money was our Rough Rider, but like on a whole different level. With Lil Wayne was the biggest rapper in the world at the time. Clicked up with Drake, who became the biggest rapper in the world, and then Nicki, who was the biggest female rapper ever. So, like, that's the biggest super group ever. Then you have Tiger, he got a couple hits in there too. But so then you have this big group that everybody wanted to be a part of, was a big thing. And this song is a big reach into that. Like, watch this. With the tired with the Wait, champ, me, we. It's an iconic song. It's a good song. I'll fight that. That's probably going to be one of the biggest hiccups in this group. Like, why is this so high? But honestly, I feel like I can back it up with facts. It's great rapping. It's a great melody. It's a good hook. It's a good sample. It's a good beat. We can move on.
Simple as that. He said we can move on. Mic drop.
All right. Top 20. Now, this is where it gets serious. All the kid games is over with. These are our top 20 hip-hop songs of all time. And if you think you got a better list than us, you don't, and I'm sorry. I don't care what you think. You can say we've been too mainstream. You can say whatever you want. These are the top 20 hip-hop songs of all time. Tris, 20 to 11.
11. All right, 20. Number 20, It Was a Good Day by Ice Cube. Number 19, Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
18, Still Dre, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg. 17, Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. Number 16.
That's going to cause a lot of friction too, but we can keep going. It
definitely is. It's all good though. Number 16, Izzo by Jay-Z.
Okay.
15, probably like, arguably one of the better groups, best groups, Cream.
Best rap group of all time.
Yeah, exactly. Cream, Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
14, Keep Your Head Up by Tupac. It's Tupac,
It's
13,
Tupac.
It's Tupac. 13,
people going to say we have him too low, so.
Yeah, facts. 13, The Real Slim Shady by Slim Shady. Eminem.
Eminem.
12.
Hey, Slim
12.
Slim Shady, Eminem.
Right. People might probably. I think people gonna say this like
The Real Slim Shady.
No, 12. The 12 right here. 12 is part 2.
Not if they a hip hop fan. Maybe if they don't know what the song is. Let's play a little bit. Hold up, before we even say 11, and I'll play a little bit.
I'm about to say we got one more. 11, which I was fighting hard to get this in the top 10.
This is like Rap is War is gonna be about us, like, because two people that love music and love similar music, but also have a lot of different opinions. We gonna go to war and stuff. This is one of the songs that we could go to war about, but I do like the song enough to where it's like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, but I was trying to crack that top 10. But number 11, we got More Money, More Problems with Diddy, Biggie, and Mace. You know what I'm saying? I love that song. Like, that's one of the, like, I don't know. That's what, like, one of them songs that just had me fall in love with hip hop, to be honest. Like, rap.
Let's play a little bit of that Shook Ones.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold up. This is enough to where we can't get copyright struck, but enough to where you understand. If you play 2K, hold up. If you play 2K, then it don't even really matter. I don't care how old you is. You can be 15 to 15 and up. This is definitely a top 15 rap song of all time. You loading up 2K, you know, you got the sliders up because you guys got beat on Hall of Fame. It's cool.
You know, you got blew out by your big cuz.
Yeah.
It's your game, so you can play it whenever.
You got your little cousin, you got the controller, but that's just not even plugged up for real, you know what I'm saying? But then Shook Ones is playing in the background, so he don't even really care.
That's the thing about this list, too, just because, like, you know what I'm saying, once again, it's ours. It's like, you got to think about the influence that, you know, how these songs came across to us. You know, a lot of these songs, like, I ain't gonna say half, but a decent amount of these songs was on 2K. You know what I'm saying? We grew up playing 2K since. A lot of these songs on 2K. 2K got good people. Good people working with the soundtrack. They know what they're doing. It's really about the culture. You know how that's influenced into it. Because like, okay, you know what I'm saying? The hip hop rap songs popping, and like, you know, it's just in time with the culture, and that's like how we come across a lot of our songs growing up. And of course, hearing it and just, you know what I'm saying, knowing, doing a little homework. But it's like, you know, you grow up and
hold up. This is this is a disclaimer. If you don't do your homework, this ain't gonna be the show for you. Cause niggas like to do their homework, like to listen to music, like to study shit. This nigga over here think he Pierre Bourne when it comes to production and shit like that. So like,
y'all gonna catch me on the track in about 5 years now. You're like, that's this. I'm making beats, man. We gonna lock in.
But no, like, I don't know. But this is where the fight happens. Okay, we're 23 minutes in, making good time. Top 50 hip hop songs of all time. We forgot to say like top 50 hip hop songs of all time is perfect because it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So it's the perfect way to surmise all that. So I'll do this 10-1.
We ain't even touch on it too much.
What else you want? Okay, yeah. Touch on Tupac. Touch on Tupac because there's no more. Okay, I'll do Tupac. Mm-hmm. Okay, we both love Tupac. That's like we both love Tupac. By the way, I don't like the fact that his death is a big story still.
Yeah, bro.
Especially
that's crazy.
Like if that's the person that killed him, which it may be, it may not be. If Diddy set him up, he may have, he may not have. We do not know. All we know is Tupac is one of the best rappers of all time. He's a great actor. He's a great poet. He was a great person for all we know. You know, for all we know. Because people be wilding. So for all we know. And that's all he needs to be remembered as to me. I think it's really corny. And it's like, what's the point of bringing this up? I guess getting justice. Maybe it's people want justice, but Tupac would be what, like 47, 48? Mm-hmm. He'd be older than Jay-Z right now, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Oh, nah. I mean, I don't know.
They'd be around the same age. If not, like, a lot of his family are older anyway. It wasn't like he had the chance to build generations behind him like Biggie did. Biggie got sons and daughters out here that are still living his legacy. So that's a little different, but if who needs the closure? Us as America, maybe. I don't know. That's a side topic.
I mean, my mom, people our parents' age, really, to be honest.
But like, I bet Bray, I call mom, be like, "Do you really care who killed Tupac?" And she would be like, "No." Yeah, not like we don't. Not that she don't care that Tupac died, but like they 30 years to grieve.
Yeah,
like
it's been 28, to be honest.
So like,
yeah. I mean, I feel you. It's just like,
but we got.
You always want to, you know what I'm saying? You always want to figure out, what's right, what's wrong, and like go about it the right way. But yeah, it's just now, it's like damn, like that's crazy. But like I don't really got much to do with that information.
Yeah, I can't really say too much about it. I wasn't even a thought at the time.
Yeah.
Took a couple of years after that. But with Tupac, people going to be like, why Tupac not in the top 10? Tupac is top 5 rapper of all time to some. Like, why wouldn't he have a top 10 rap song? I just don't think he does have a top 10 rap song. He has 3 rap songs in our top 50. So that I want to kill that hype before it's even hype, if it does become hype. He has 3 songs in our top 50. He got 2 in our top 30.
I mean, he's elite, you know what I'm saying? But
he's elite. He has elite music. If this was a top 100, he might even have 7, 8 songs.
Yeah, for real.
So it ain't a discredit to I said Kanye. It's not a discredit to Tupac. It's just a credit to these next 10 because they like that. And here we go. All right. Huh?
Touch on Dreams and Nightmares.
I feel like we could just go karaoke and just say all the verses, and then they would be like, "Oh, I mean, if they can do all that,
that's like Dreams and Nightmares, man. That's the anthem. You feel me?
I think you should touch on Dreams and Nightmares because that's your favorite artist. We can get into our favorite artists in a little bit, but that's your favorite artist. So
it's just the anthem, similar to like we had freestyle at 44, 40, up there. Yeah. It's like. When it's an anthem, it's like, especially to, our culture, it's like, it rings bells. And it's also, even
trying to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even just the anthem part, you know what I'm saying, the hook or whatever. Like, matter of fact, the whole song, the hook at the point, like, everybody know the words.
The fact that the whole song is a sing-along. You can play, I don't even know let me look at how long the song is. I can look at that real quick.
But yeah, it's you know what I'm saying? It's an anthem and it's a regular song. It's not even supposed to be like a real sing along or like you're supposed to memorize this hook. It's not even a hook. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the rapping, my song. My
Dreams and Nightmares is 3 minutes and 50 seconds long, and they played the whole time in the club. There ain't no transition. There's no twice. They just start putting "I Just Want to Rock" on it. And that's when DJ Drama want to be petty. But
it's literally sung word for word until the last second when he said, whoop. Like, it's like that. It's just that song.
Before we tell them the top 10, you know what's funny?
What's that?
2 rappers have 2 songs in the top 10.
Yeah. Back to back at that, right?
One of them is back to back. The other ones are far apart. But I think we're going to fight on our top 5. Like, we got to rank them I'm not sure we got the right ranking. We might. I'm not sure, though.
I feel like the top 2 is
pretty good. Yeah.
But it's just like, it's so, when it's songs that's.
Really, it's 10. So, it's like, okay, let's go one by one.
Go ahead,
10. We got Many Men by 50 Cent. And I'm going to say 9 just because it got the same artist in it. We got 9. We got Hate It or Love It, The Game, featuring 50 Cent. The song famously 50 Cent gave to The Game when they was working together and he was on G Unit, and that became a point of their beef. But 2 of the best songs ever made, both feature 50 Cent, who has one of the best albums ever made. J. Cole said it was the best album ever, better than Thriller. I don't know if that's true, but it is a very good album.
To each his own, brother.
To each his own. But let's talk about them. Why is Hate It or Love It better than Many Men?
Hate It or Love It is better than Many Men because it's more, I'm not going to say friendly. It's more of a good vibes. And, people attract towards more of a good vibe kind of song. You play it on the radio way more. And actually, it was on the radio way more at the time, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Like when it first came out.
I can dig that. Many Man is a little bit also repetitive.
Yeah, it's just more of it's just a little better. Just more, I feel like better, vibes and feeling the rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
Hater Love also got some good game verses. Good feature verse to change your whole album. You know what I'm saying?
And they both on two great
Hey,
hip-hop albums.
I love Travis Scott. I love Travis Scott. Utopia and Astroworld aren't Utopia or Astroworld if the features aren't on there. There's still good songs on there. There's still great, amazing production.
Yeah, amazing. For sure.
But they're not the same. Kanye's newer stuff, The Life of Pablo, Jesus is King, but The Life of Pablo and I'm blanking, Donda. Those albums aren't those albums about features. So that they collabed, they sounded great together. I think these are solid at 10 and 9. I don't think we need to change those.
What'd you say?
I think those are solid at 10 and 9. And I want to hear a little bit of Hater Love.
Also the West Coast and the East Coast connection too. And
West Coast, East Coast connection.
Rare back then a little bit.
Son, the Dre, Eminem. That was like the Young Money before Young Money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
First line of this song is just so crazy to me.
It is the first song.
Like no homophobia, but killing felonies. Say check out my melody. That should have made top 50.
Like 50 Cent, like bro. I don't know how people don't get like be good and it's just like it's easy.
And it's not even his rapping ability. I'm not saying 50 Cent can't rap. He can rap. But he ain't the best rapper of all time. I wouldn't have him in the top 30 best rappers of all time if it was strictly off of skill. Now, if it's flow and if it's song making, it's all that, he goes like in the top 7, top 8. But
yeah.
I don't know. The hook is great. The verses sound like hooks before hook. So it's like it's like a long ass bridge. Shit is perfect. Perfect song.
We switched that last minute, y'all.
We did switch that last minute.
I was able to get him.
Yeah. He used his GM powers, forced trade. Let's do 7, 6, and 5 because we might have to rearrange things.
No, it's 876.
No, 876. My phone. 876. Okay. We got 8. Nothing but a G thing. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. We got 7. Hypnotize, the Notorious B.I.G. We got 6. A Millie, Lil Wayne. These are hard to talk about because it's just too good. Like it's just so good. Like to the point where like it may sound like we glazing, but we just appreciate music. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but like that, man.
But sometimes that was gonna sound bad. Regardless, I was like, sometimes you gotta glaze.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta get that Krispy Kreme donut. Sometimes, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but nothing but a G thing at 8. It's self-explanatory, but I think we want to explain it a little bit. Dr. Dre, best producer of all time in hip hop. Snoop Dogg could be considered some people's GOAT in hip hop. At this time, he was. At this time, he was also a very skilled rapper. People forget he got one of the best flows ever. Period. But his lyricism, the way he was flowing, putting stuff together. Nothing But a G Thing is a very good song. It's also very impactful. To me, this leans heavily on the impact and influence bag, and the one we forgot to mention, longevity. This has been one of them ones for a very long time.
Production elite per use.
Same thing. And then with Hypnotize with my guy Biggie. For those that don't know it, but you should.
I know this is on 3 movies alone. Like the intro, I forgot which movie though.
This is the perfect, bro. I'm in film class and stuff right now. This is the perfect intro for a trailer. If a trailer to a movie has this in it, you're gonna stop and watch the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. Like
I feel like this
perfect.
was a Creed for like a little second. It was something. It's a movie.
It's perfect. Now this next song we might move up if we keep talking about it, but it's Lil Wayne, the best rapper alive. Best rapper alive. When he was the best rapper alive, no question.
Yeah, facts. The thing is, you playing it?
Yeah, I'm playing it. Money. We can start it for a little bit.
Right.
I need the DJ mix it.
Flex bomb.
We gotta get a sound bar. Her. A milli is. You can go.
Yeah, another thing that we kind of like, it's not necessarily how we rank the songs, but to go along with like the impact and influence, you gotta think about the videos that went along with the songs too. Cause like, you know, everybody, I'm a big fan of music videos because I feel like if a good video is going to make the song sound so much better, or it's going to be way more appealing. So it's like this.
It can make you. It can change your opinion from like this song cool to this song hard.
Yeah, for real.
Especially like on like a highlight tape, which our next song is going to definitely be talked about. But
yeah, for sure. But it's like, yeah, like, you know, the Millie video, it was unique, different. Like, he was on scene, but shooting the, you know, video while he was, you know what I'm saying, backstage. Like
steady, one cam,
you know what I'm
shoot.
saying? That was unique. And I meant to touch on that, like, with the More Money, More Problems, you know what I'm saying? That video is iconic. And, you know, you still see certain aspects of those videos today. But, like, yeah, like, that goes along with, like, the, you know, the kind of the impact, because even in music videos, how good the song is, the video is just as good to, you know, keep going on and leave an impact also.
Yeah, so we talked about those. People gonna hate we got this rapper, you know. I started this podcast off with the rap battle bar. You a cool ass white boy. This is another cool ass white boy. Eminem, Lose Yourself.
Was that 5 or 6?
That is 6. Wait. It's 5. It's definitely 5. It's 5. And hey, just transport yourself to 2008, 2009. You in the house, you in the basement. You got to pop one again the next day, and you watching Cody Paul highlights. You watching Michael James highlights.
You watching Tavon Austin, Anthony Thomas, Oregon, West Virginia, 2011. You locked in, or you watching Brian highlights.
Man, before this podcast, I repeated this song word for word. I did it, but I should have. You know, like you come out, you gotta just put the hoodie up.
Just like he was.
You know, he don't even rap for the first 30 seconds. It don't even matter. Ready, mom spaghetti. He's nervous.
No, it's like people is like,
bro.
Why that song? Like, that's more of a movie song. That's more of a, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of cool.
It went number 1, and it made Eminem have a movie. People like it made real movie reviewers watch 8 Mile, a rap battle movie. Like what? Like imagine Tay-Rock having his own movie, like, or like, you know what I'm saying?
No, fact, yeah.
Yeah, that like.
That's music, and it's a great song. You know what I'm saying? It's like
also influential. Obviously, like we said, like every big important event, this can be played. Before the Super Bowl, they play this. Like, or battle rap as a genre. Every day on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter, you're going to see a hard battle rap bar. Battle rap has been a big thing, but Eminem and his influence of being one of the biggest rappers, especially worldwide, that just means for white people, but worldwide.
Yeah. No,
like,
it's crazy. Go ahead, my fault.
To put battle rap on the map like that, like it's crazy.
And it's crazy at his age, you know what I'm saying? Like, just last year, like, he's still getting hella streams. Like
no, I'm sure he got at least 2 albums in the Billboard 200 right now.
That's what I'm saying. Not even like the Billboard, like, overall streams for the year, he's still, like, finishing top 10. I don't know among all artists, but hip-hop artists, he still finishes among like, top 10.
That's like Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD been, who's now.
Yeah, but he's new, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
He's young, like, you know.
Yeah, I was just saying it because he died and he's still been a top 5 artist in the last 2 to 3 years. Hey man, shout out Juice WRLD. He'll be on the top 50 for the last 10 years or something like that. Yeah. Number 4, we got.
Love the song.
I don't like having this song before, man. We can talk about it. I just think it's iconic for one. Having
it to be higher.
I think it could go by the next song. We'll talk about it. It could be the next song. Okay. We got International Players Anthem. Parentheses. I Choose You. It's UGK. Underground Kings. Put respect on them. Featuring Outkast. Put respect on them. Them. Because they is them. We said Wu-Tang was the best rap group of all time. Let's change that. Wu-Tang is the best rap collective of all time. Outkast, to me, is the best rap group of all time. They got Big Boy, a great rapper in his own right, and Outkast, whose skill level is in everybody's top 5.
You mean Andre 3000?
What I say? I say Outkast?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, man, he is Outkast.
Yeah, he's Outkast. Like, hey, I said it right. This would be right. I said it. That's what I meant.
Yeah. We definitely got to rank top hip-hop groups. Now that you said that.
That's a good, like, top 10.
Yeah,
and it way easier than this shit. But let's give him a little bit of International Players Anthem.
Y'all should know this, man.
Girl that I see downtown. What is it about Andre 3000 and the way he rap? Like, it's like when he rap, it don't feel like rap. It feel like poetry, but it don't feel like you gotta clap or you gotta like snap. It feel like poetry that you're in, like a movie. It's a picture. You know what's happening. You see everything.
It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how to really describe.
Like, is it just is it a great rap voice? Like,
that's a good question. I feel like it's just like the way he's not even pronouncing, just like, what is that? Like the pocket? Like how he just.
I guess his pocket, his flow, it's like lyricism.
Over water. It's just like.
Yeah, it's like he throwing. You know when you like skip rock, like I can only ever get it like 1 or 2, but like he skipped the rock and then that bitch hit a boat or some shit. Like that's how far that bitch skipped. Like, yeah, that bitch just land on the fucking sun or some shit like that.
Effortless too, though. That's what it is. He do it while he sounds effortless.
You know what else makes it sound a little too effortless? To me, sometimes a little too effortless. Transition. We got If I Ruled the World. Imagine that. Nas featuring Lauryn Hill. Two also of the best rappers of all time. Had to have this song on the list because had to have Lauryn Hill on the list. Nas only has one song, a point of contention that people might have. But it is what it is. But talk about If I Ruled the World.
If I Ruled the World, again, experiencing it while playing the game. 2K, first of all. Like,
this should have been 2K's top 50 rap songs of all time.
It's just like, it's a feel-good song, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from, like not to get all cliche or anything, but, like, you know, just a black person, you know, just two black people actually, just, like, I don't know, you that feel-good, you know, if I rule the world, this is what I do. Feel good song, you know, and it was like it was very big. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
it was a huge song. I forget exactly what it ended up being. We use Billboard a lot. Like some people are like, what are you saying Billboard for? Some people are like, we live by Billboard. But either way, like Billboard is a good barometer to say how your song reaches the masses. Yeah. Again, that's another word to say, you know, white people like what you did, nigga. but if I Ruled the World, if I Ruled the World changed everything for everybody because it was that good of a song. And Nas, he's just him. Like, it's hard to explain it. Let me give you a little bit If I Ruled the World.
Another one that's like effortless in the way, you know what I'm saying?
And the song is effortless. Like, a lot of these songs are not like super lyrical miracle, or they're not super, a bunch of singing overlapped and a great falsettos. It's simple things, like a simple beat that's infectious, a simple melody from Lauryn Hill that's just amazing. And then a flow that's just like water, skipping rocks.
And another one, another debut album. Like, they were crazy back then. They was crazy. Like, some of these debut albums, like they best albums. Like,
most of them is like their best albums, and they was like 19, 20 years old. Meanwhile, we got NLE Chopper. So like. Same thing.
Yeah.
All right. I think we can. You want to keep If I Rule the World 3? I think that's probably right.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at it. That's fine.
It's fine. All right, we down to our final two. If you've been watching, you've been waiting. Number 2.
Deuce. Too hard.
All prayers to this man at the moment right now. He's one of my goats, but he's been wilding. But back then, when he made this, only person that could fuck with Kanye West was God himself. We got All Falls Down, Kanye West featuring Selena Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it perfectly.
I just had a feeling.
It's our number 2 right now. It's probably gonna stay our number 2. We got a good reason, but let's rock this out. Hey, for everybody out there that's going through something, man, woman, they put your hands up and wave them with me. That is funny. What? Insecure. Shout out Issa Rae. Surprised that song I don't think was ever in the show.
She's so insecure. Wait. That's a debut. Another one, right?
Yes.
It's insane.
But Kanye West's debut was different. His catalog is crazy. He could have had 8 songs on his list, and it wouldn't have been a reach, honestly. But All Falls Down to me. I have one Kanye song that I like better personally, but All Falls Down is a hit. It doesn't even sound like a hit, but it's a hit that can bring you up in mood anytime you hear it. It makes you want to do something big. You hear that, you're like, man, let me start a podcast with my nigga and we can take over this rap podcast.
You know, duh.
Because if we don't take over the rap podcast shit, this shit is we gonna be failures, man. It's all gonna fall down. Even if you having a bad day, that can be a sad song. It can be a happy song. It can be like, damn, this shit really, it all fell down. Or it can be like, man, it all fall. Like it can be either way. Like it's talking about real stuff, like real shit. It's just like, hey man, Kanye's him. He's forever gonna be him. He's the best rap artist of all time. I'm not gonna blend genres, or I would say something blasphemous, but I probably believe it. He wildin', but he was wildin'. Musical genius, yeah, put it like that. Musical genius,
straight like that. And like,
musical genius.
There's plenty of things that can back it up.
He's so good. He's so good. He said slavery wasn't real, and we was like, "Is it? Like, what? Is it real?"
Right.
Then we was like, "Nah, it's real. You bugging."
Yeah.
But then he was like a Pablo. And we was like, nah, nigga, I don't know. Like, they could have left though. Like Underground Railroad, they had a choice. Like,
they was gone.
They had a choice. Like, no, nigga, no, they did. Then he said some other shit. Like, he didn't get put out the pockets of people with the money took him out the pocket. Wait. I shouldn't probably say that. Whatever. What'd he say? I'm not gonna tell you who got it. But it was the Jews.
He was tripping. He was like,
all right, let's stop glazing and go to the number 1 spot. We might glaze some more. Musically glaze.
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
All right, the number 1 song for Rap is War, the number 1 hip hop song of all time. If you sleep, wake up. If you're on the bus, wake up. If you at the crib, you like, man, let me tap into this podcast. I don't know what he is. You're going to know who he is now because we may have not been born when this song came out. but for everybody born since, they're like, man, this is maybe the best song of all time. So let's play it. I fucked my cue up. Number 1 is Juicy by the Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls to y'all.
The Biggie Smalls to y'all. Another song about real shit. To be honest.
What can you do? A movie was sold based off this song alone.
It's all good, baby.
It's all good, baby. I used to read Word Up magazine. Never read it before. Don't know what Word Up magazine is, but I feel like I read it.
And, I hung pictures from my wall.
Everybody did that. Influential. I don't know what he's talking about right now. I know what he's talking about, but this ain't my life, but it don't matter. To take it this far.
The song gives a sense of hope, especially when the hook come in.
That's the crazy thing. Like our top three. If I Ruled the World, Nas, Lauryn Hill. All Falls Down, Kanye and Selena. Number 1, Juicy, Notorious B.I.G. It's all about hope or about no hope. It's all about changing the world. It's all about changing your circumstances. And that's what is great hip hop. When you can relate to it and you can have a great song with great melodies and great rapping, but it means something to people, that's when music is great. Like,
thanks. And more than just people, more than just the people in your city.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because in Brooklyn, yes, it's gonna bang. But in Cleveland, Ohio, that shit bang just as much. And in North Dakota, that shit bang just as much. Just because he is him. He's one of the best ever. He has 2 great albums. He has 2 amazing albums. 3 great albums if you count the one post-hominous. He only was around for so long. He was one of the best ever.
No, simple as that. I mean, you know, I feel like that's the number one. It's like
I think you can't really argue it. Like, even if you was like, no, I like Lose Yourself more. You probably white if you say that. But if you say that, you like it's Juicy. If you like, no, but a Millie, bro, Wayne was it's Juicy. You be like, no, Dear Mama, it's juicy. It's juicy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you say.
Like, I don't know if I'm hearing that song, but it was
like, it ain't too much to say about that, man. But that is our Rap is War top 50 hip hop songs of all time. Where do you think people gonna like it?
I feel like a decent amount of I feel like people gonna like it because to be honest, the 40 through 50 really the 50 through 40 really like the 50 through 35. That's all like kind of that's very like subjective in a way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not 35, but like the 50 to 40, you could really like.
I also think that this is a good playlist.
Yeah, facts.
50 songs, 3 hours, 35 minutes. Like, it's gonna fly by because you're listening to all great music and it's different music. Like, everything ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? We ain't make 50 songs that sound the same. It's 50 songs that really go probably from, I think it's like 1981 to like 2018.
Yeah, nah.
Maybe even 70s. So like, which hip hop has been around for that long, and it's gonna be around even longer than that. So I think we did a good job, man.
Yeah, I feel like we did it.
We went into the war room and we came out with the top 50 for Rap is War. So I think that's
it took some time for sure.
Okay, you got any honorable mentions, like songs you think like probably could have made the list, but we should have spun around back to that Lauryn Hill song, like on her solo, the Miseducation. Yeah, Lauryn Hill definitely can have some solo songs.
I brought up the other day the Ghetto Boys, Mind Playing Tricks on Me, like that. You know, that's a fun, dope song. Mm-hmm. You know, the beat alone, just There was a bunch of Future that I wouldn't say we ignored, but we consider like March Madness. Everybody know what March Madness is. Mm-hmm. Cody and Crazy, a bunch of Future songs. We have an explanation for why we chose every single song. Just about
if you want to DM one of us and be like, these niggas shitty as blah 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 blah. Why would you do this? You can DM me. You can call me. You can't call me, but you can DM me. We can talk about
Instagram call you.
Yeah, Instagram call me, and I'll be like, you're wrong because this. you're wrong because blah. Cause we really did our homework. This took what? Technically, it took like a month to do, but let's just say when we sat down and did it, we sat down and got it done. It took about 3-4 days. So we didn't just do this like, let's just put 50 songs in there.
Mm-hmm. And some songs, like when you look at it, you be like, I don't know. But you gotta listen to it. It's like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see it. So it's like, it's you know what I'm saying? It's our list.
It's our list.
We have a great, you know what I'm saying, great mind, collective mind. We have a lot of knowledge, you know, with sound, and you know what I'm saying, what sounds good. We know our history. You know what I'm saying? Like we not just. It's a reason why
man,
a lot of
it's Tyon and Tristan. We've been doing it for a very long time. Before it was a podcast, we've been doing it after it's a podcast. And y'all just need to know. If you don't know, now you know.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. All right. We about to get out of here really soon. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. I am Tyon Posey. This is a COE Media production, so that means it's going to be all on one channel, COE Media, and we coming with a lot of different podcasts for you. But this particular podcast, we're going to be able to listen to us on Amazon Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts, you can be able to listen to this wherever you get it at. It don't matter where you get it at. Where you like, I got to listen to this podcast. Just type in Rap is War. Also, subscribe to the YouTube, COE Media. Please subscribe, like. That's it. You ain't got to put no money. It don't take no money to subscribe or no money to like, and you're going to like the content anyway.
It don't take no money to support some young gentleman.
It don't take no money to support. It just take time. If you can't give no time, then hey, we understand it, but you're not part of the team. So it's cool. We'll move on without you. But yeah, COE Media. I got a lot to introduce y'all to in coming soon, but definitely me and Trish gonna rock out on Rappers War. We don't have a set schedule yet. By the next podcast, we should be able to tell you a set schedule. This is what time is it? It's 11. It's 11 p.m. already.
Man, we working on different time zones, but we working.
It's 11 p.m. here.
New music dropped right now. Guess what we about to do?
Wait, new music just drops. We're about to listen to new music and everything. Be back with y'all. Next time y'all see us, we're going to have the Drake review. I know Drake just dropped in hours from us. But I know Drake dropped when you see this. We going to have the review and everything. All Drake podcasts coming up next. My favorite artist. So, you know, I got to show out. I might even put an OVO Letterman on. I don't know. But yeah. This was Rappers War. We're going to have a whole bunch of games we're going to play and things like that. But this is our first and best episode because it's the first one. So, Trish, say something to get us out of here.
Hey, man, you know how it is. We love music, we love rap, and we love y'all. Stay like that.
Straight like that.
You probably don't got a racist bone in your body. Nigga, you's a cool ass
This white boy.
Earlier you was bumping your guy. I mean, nigga, you's a cool ass white boy. All the stereotypes is superseding. Nigga, you's a
Cool ass white boy.
I went to your house and
The food was seasoned.
nigga, you's a cool ass white boy.
We out.